Michael Jordan say anything, you have to pay attention.
Hey, Mr. Jordan, what do you think about Marcus and Larsa Pippen together? You approve of it?
No.
You don't approve? Do you think he's going to ask her to marry him?
To pay attention. And I don't know where he was coming from, whether it was a restaurant or just out and about, I don't know. But someone yelled, are you okay with your son dating Scottie Pippen's ex-wife, Larsa Pippen, which I don't see the infatuation with her. No disrespect to her, but I'm sorry. I don't see it. And Michael Jordan said, no, I don't approve of it. I commend Michael Jordan for saying something. Because at the end of the day, right is right, wrong is wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. And young men, y'all got to see this coming from a mile away. These young ladies is just doing things just to spite some people.
Young lady.
So when, listen, I'm trying to be decent and nice. I don't want to say old head. Like big shout out to Baltimore, old head. You know what I'm saying? But listen, man, Michael Jordan said he doesn't approve of it, and I appreciate that from him because he, Mike don't really talk unless it's about his documentary. You don't hear nothing from Jordan, and I'm kind of conflicted because I understand because I'm a shy person and hey man, I'm grown. I ain't gotta say nothing. But when you at that stature and when you are who he is, we need to hear more from Michael Jordan, whether he wants to believe it or not. We want to hear his top 5 greatest of all time. We want to hear his thoughts on the game. Like we want to hear from Jordan. So to hear that he doesn't approve of this, because he could have gave the typical what parents say. They're grown. I have nothing to do with that. So me being a father, I commend him because this lady is wrong, man. And what she's doing is out of line. And Michael Jordan's son, I hope it doesn't go any further. I hope he doesn't get her pregnant. I hope it doesn't talk. You know how people make, they engage in nothing crazy. But to hear Michael Jordan say something, hey, man, I commend him for that because he definitely could have took another road and went with, hey, the high road. So I'm glad he said something. I would like to hear your thoughts on it.
I just saw Dennis Rodman say something like he didn't even have beef with Karl Malone. Karl Malone dated his sister back when they was in Louisiana because Dennis Rodman's sister used to play ball. They went to the same school or whatever.
Right.
So there's a lot of things. We heard the LeBron rumors with Delonte West about his moms. There's a lot of things that happen in the world in general that are crazy. But this got to be like how they think the sign of the time and the world is ending. Like this is crazy. Like this, like. Scottie Pippen should never say anything. I don't know what's wrong with him going at Mike like that. That's part of the reason why Mike surprisingly is taking the high road. Because some of us even thought he put his son up to this. But like you said, for Michael Jordan to say anything about it, he's been around the paparazzi damn near his whole life. He knows what it means to answer a guy like that. He laughed first and made sure to say no. He's making it he spoke to his son about this before. Bro, were you crazy? The same conversation we were having. Yo, dog, have your fun. It was funny. But what are you doing on camera?
Out of all the girls in the world.
What are you doing? You my son. Do you know, like,
are you kidding
what? Me? And it's the same feeling we all have. And it shows you, like, what we always talk about with Jordan. He's also a big-time villain. I spoke to shout out to Joe Rose. I was talking to him the other day, and we were talking about like villains in the NBA. He didn't think Mike played the villain. I said, bro, Mike plays the villain. He just knows when to go too far. Like if you look at the Olympics, when I don't want to veer left, but Barkley was going crazy and he was trying to like hit that dude from Angola.
Right.
And Jordan said, yo, bro, they're already intimidated. They're asking us for autographs. Like, chill out.
Right.
So he knows like when he's approaching the line, we're going too far. He's telling his son, bro, you could have done all that. And it would have been an inside joke. You don't do that for the public. He carries himself a certain way. It's part of the reason why we consider him the GOAT. Yes, we know he's a jerk. He's a bit of a savage when it comes to shit talking. Not the greatest teammate when in terms of getting along with somebody. He looks like he's very competitive about anything, which could be annoying. But part of the reason that makes him like as a man, there's a line in The Godfather. And I'm gonna put it here. Fuck it. In when Vito Corleone's talking to Michael, and he tells him, women and kids can be messy. Men can't do that.
I spend my life trying not to be careless. Women and children can be careless, but not men.
That's the whole comparison with LeBron. You always kind of what's the word? Clumsy. Kind of clumsy sometimes. You misspeak a little too much. Jordan was very careful, even when he played basketball, even with the way he carried himself, always in suits. This is not the way he wants to carry his name. He knows what his name means.
Of course not. Of course not,
like,
man.
This is he doesn't find this funny. Like, he found it funny that the guy would actually ask him out loud like that, and he might have had a drink or two to even laugh like that.
Right.
Michael Jordan takes things very seriously, man.